Hello, and thank you so much for tuning in to Celebrity and Variety Talk. I'm your host, Josie Latimer, coming to you today about the breaking news story regarding the coronavirus. I think they changed the name to COVID-19. Um, I want to talk a little bit about that because the virus is really, really hitting home, you guys. It is over here now in the United States. And matter of fact, I was talking to a friend of mine from California, and she alerted me that the virus had actually hit Sacramento, California, which is near where she lives. Now, the thing of it is a lot of times people would say, well, people shouldn't take it that serious, or people shouldn't try to stand away from people or try to make anybody feel like they don't want to stand next to them, so forth and so on. Uh, but that's not really, really, really a good thing to get up on people, period, anyway. I was told as a little kid, kind of stand away from people because you never know what type of virus anyone may be carrying, not just for the coronavirus, but just on a whole, because you never know what germs other people may be carrying. So it's good to shake the hands, and of course, you should wash your hands really good. But I was told, my grandmother really didn't like shaking a lot of people's hands. And I thought, grandmother, why? I thought she was kind of being funny style because I thought I didn't understand what she meant because I guess I was a young girl and I really didn't think a virus could really travel so fast from one person to the other. But I guess that was why they taught us how to be extra clean. And I recall my mom waking us up early and snatching the sheets off the bed and hanging the clothes outside on the clothesline and just airing out the house and letting up the windows and Clorox in the floors and so forth and so on. And I'm like, oh, mother, I don't want to get up now. I want to sleep a little longer. She go, oh no, we're going to sanitize this house. So they would do that regardless to what you wanted. They would always sanitize the house. They would have Clorox and all these uh, cleaning solutions going on and mopping the floors. And so now I get to see that this stuff is really, really serious because kids take things for granted and they don't know, like picking up something off of the floor and eating it. You don't never know what germ could get in you. But my thing again is people could feel however they want to. If you feel that you want to preserve your own self and stand away from somebody because of the fact right now they're telling people that they don't even know who could have it. I was reading online where there was a woman that had it, and she didn't know she had, and they found her in her living room dead. I was reading that a scientist or someone said that eventually 70% of humanity will be taken out by the corona COVID virus. And he said because of the fact that a lot of people may have it dormant in them and they don't know it. And they're walking around thinking it's just a mild cold and no one knows it. So, as I said, people could think what they want to think because if I feel that I want to stand away from someone with this stuff going on now until they get a hold of it, that's just the way it's going to be. And I know when it's my time, your time, and anyone else's time, we all are going to go. However, it is a worldwide thing right now, all over the world. The coronavirus have been traveling through airplanes, airports, boats, um, restaurants, and also marketplaces where you buy your food. And so there was a girl that I know that is of Asian descent, and she said, I went to the market. And I said, you went to the market? She said, yes. And she says she was afraid, but she needed to get her groceries because, and she said her daughter had told her that it was okay to go because the authorities had said it was okay because the coronavirus wasn't over here yet. But like I told her, maybe they did say that, but they may be watching themselves and not going to the market because they don't know who went overseas. Also, I know another girl that her family had just came back from China, and they were okay, thank God, because the news did not break about the coronavirus until after her family returned. So what I'm saying, everybody knows someone that's tapped in from China, and also all of the goods we get, order, wear, clothes, everything, packages, everything just about comes from China. So we really can't run and can't hide, but what we can do is protect ourselves if we can. If we can. If you can protect yourself. And like the lady that I know from China said that she had to go to the market. And so I told her to just be very careful and very safe and stay away from people because it is going on. And people can say what they want. They can say, oh, you can't get it from this and that. You don't know who have it. And that's the scary part about it. You don't know who has it. And even though they're quarantining people for 14 days, who's not to say that the virus could be dormant in any individual that went over to China? It could be in them for months at a time. Like they said, the lady did not know she had it. Many people didn't know that they had it. And so those people that didn't know that they had it have been in the presence of other people that didn't know that they had it. And then those people too may not know that they have it. So you see what I'm saying? It goes on and on and on and on. So if you want to stand back from someone, that's up to you. I mean, you don't have to make it obvious or make anybody feel bad. But like I just told the girl, well, I just stand back from people anyway because I really don't want people up on me anyway because you just never know. And you never know if anybody went over there and they come back and not tell you they been. And especially if you going in an area where everyone is and where it came from, it's not that you're trying to look down on anybody. You're not trying to be racist towards Chinese people. You're not trying to be racist or standoffish from people that went over there. But what you're trying to do is protect yourself from contacting that virus that is coming over in the United States. Also, I read that it was in Italy now. And I read that some of the people that they let off of that ship were positive. And as I said, others did not test. They tested zero. So you see what I'm saying? So the people that tested zero that later came out positive are the people that's passing it on to people that didn't know that they had it. And so I think they're trying to get a hold of those people, the zero people that contacted other people. I just don't think they'll be able to get a hold of it. And that's what that scientist was saying, that because it is so silent that no one really knows who has it. And so that's why you do have to be careful. And you have to, if you want to stand back from people and be nice at the same time, that's up to you. They can say what they want to because the people that's telling you or the people that may be feeling like you're trying to be funny with them, those could be the people that have it and wouldn't want you to know. Don't you know that a lot of people that do have certain diseases or a lot of people that are ill, they don't give a damn about nobody else because they know that they could be substance to getting something faster than you because of the environment that they're in, and they'll pass it on to you and don't give a damn. So it's up to you to protect your own self and pray, because the only person that can help this world with this virus is God Almighty. But he do give you 5 senses, you guys. Please click like, share, and subscribe so that I can come back with more of Celebrity and Variety Talk. Today, this is Variety Talk, and it's Variety Talk because it's a variety of people all over the world getting this virus that's coming from China. They are coming from China, not knowing that they have it. And my prayers go out to China. I really, 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 because a lot of the things that I order from there, I place an order and I have been waiting on it for like maybe about 25, 30 days, and I didn't get it. I didn't get my orders, so I messaged the people, and I didn't hear from them for another 2 or 3 weeks. And then I finally got a message saying you can get a refund because of the coronavirus. We are not shipping out anything. So you see what I'm saying? I mean, we just don't know, you guys. So my prayers do go out to those and the family members that have lost loved ones. And can you imagine how much fear that can be for someone to have lost a loved one, to have been around a loved one, knowing that the loved one had the virus and they have not shown positive, and not knowing if they will show positive, and not knowing if they ever will show positive and be positive, like the lady they found in her living room dead on the floor that did not know she had it, that had came from China. You see what I'm saying? So say what you want to say. You could say, I'm this, I'm that, or whatever. But if I feel that I want to stand back from people, and especially if I know they have friends that travels in and out of China or anywhere else, or just traveling, period, and I want to stand back, you can't stand back from the world, but you can have five senses, and you should use them. And that's all I have to say about it. Because even those people also, if the people that feel that you are making them feel uncomfortable by not wanting to engage, with them or hug them or whatever, those people have nothing to lose. And the reason why, because they don't know if they have it, especially if they've been around people that's been in China or that have contracted the virus and didn't let anybody know. And so that's all I'm saying. And a lot of people came over here, like I said, and they got tested. It showed zero, and later on it came out. And I just wanted to touch on that because it's really a sad thing, and nobody can really escape it if it is meant to take out the world. It could be something here to take us out. Nobody knows. The only thing you could do is use your five senses, stand back, wash your hands at all times, um, not try to make anybody feel uncomfortable, but stand back, stay away. I think they said so many inches away from a person, especially if you know that they are Chinese and they have been to China, or if they're in environments of people that's been to China. Just like I told the lady that I know, and I wasn't trying to be funny with her. I just flat out told her, I said, well, you in the market and you don't know who all came from over there, and you got to be careful because you just never know. And she admitted it. But she said, I have to get food to eat. I said, but you still have to be careful because right now everything is fresh and new. And so I was just flat out honest with her because that's just what's going on right now. And people can try to be nice all they want to, but niceness haven't gotten anybody anything but a kick in the butt anyway. So it's good to stand up and just be honest with people if you feel like they're coming on to you and they have been in environments of that type of situation. And that's just the bottom line. And it's not about racism. It's not about anything. It's about life or death, because this stuff is something else. And like I said, those people in Italy, I think 3 people died in Italy, and then that lady was found. And then my girlfriend said she heard in Sacramento someone. And then, like the scientist said, there are many people that have it that don't know it. And what scares me is that when they quarantine people for those 14 days, I don't think that's enough because they don't know how long it takes to show up. They really don't. Nobody knows. I think it would take like a couple of months, I would say, for it to show up because it's a sneaky situation. And like the scientist was saying that the other viruses like SARS and Ebola and all this other stuff, it was just straight out where you know that eventually it was going to be stopped. But with this, it's almost like unstoppable because it's a silent killer. It's silent. It's like creepy, and it's going through people and they don't even know it. They may have a slight cold. It fools you like pneumonia, like it's pneumonia or something like that. And many people, and it goes through sinus symptoms, and nobody really knows. Nobody knows. We're all out here just praying and hoping that they get a hold of this stuff and that it stops. And just watch who you're around. Wash your hands at all times, really good. And it's almost like wearing gloves, you know? It's almost like you have to wear gloves, like shaking people's hand. You never know. It's really, really, really something. So it doesn't matter how much money people that are listening to my audio, doesn't matter how much money no one has, because I'm quite sure most of the people that it killed already are rich, especially if they from China. Most Chinese people over there, they work hard and they make a lot of money. They work hard, they make a lot of money because they're back and forth from the US to China. And so that's what I was telling the Chinese lady that I know, that for her to be careful because people are coming back and forth. They have businesses there, here, and everywhere. So, with that, you guys, I'm going to end my audio. I just wanted to say that, and my prayers go out to everyone that's involved, that have had loved ones involved in the coronavirus, that have been killed by it, that have been positive by it. And thank God that as lesser people died and more people live, that they were able to get medical help. But what's scary about it is that even the medical people, doctors, nurses, people that work in the medical facilities have contracted the virus just by trying to help someone else live. And that is really sad because we need our medical staff for not only the coronavirus, but for everything when it comes to illness. And many of them are afraid to work because, if they're dying off like that, working in the facilities, even the doctor I heard that brought it forth, he even died. And he was the first person that brought it out. And nobody really believed him. And so, and then someone else, that was in the medical, just tons of medical people have passed on from it. So you guys keep your eyes open. And like I said, if you want to stand back from somebody, just be flat out like I did. Told the lady I'm not trying to be funny, but I don't want too many people up on me because right now, until we get a hold of this stuff and know what's going on, especially when you know that person either have been over there or they're around people that have, you don't need them up on you. You really don't, because until you know, because they don't even know. See? So self-preservation is the first nature of law, and that's just the way it is. So I'm going to end my show with that, you guys, and let's pray, pray, pray. Click like, share, and subscribe, and I'll be coming back with more. Thank you for tuning in to Celebrity and Variety Talk. Bye.